Hi guys, Deb here, back on the Kitaholic Kits YouTube channel with a layout process for you today. I am doing a 9x12 layout, and I started with this pretty the watercolored floral paper that was from the Kaisercraft what was it? Wildflower collection, that's right. So now I did want to use the mixed media kit and the paste and the stencil as like a layer under my photo, and I wasn't sure about where I wanted to place it onto my page, and I thought, well, once it's on there, even if I do scrape it up, it's gonna leave like stain, or you know what I mean, like it's gonna look wet. So I thought I'll put it on the transparency, that way I can move the transparency around and see exactly where I wanted to put the paste on my page. And once I'd finished playing around with the transparency, I just popped that to the side, and I will use that in another project because it's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, that gold paste. So it was actually a really cold day when I was doing this, and that paste dried really fast. So my recommendation is to clean your stencil straight away. If you're not close by to a sink or a tap or anything like that, have a container of water near you where you can just pop your stencil in until you can get to a tap or a sink. I'm quite lucky that my craft room is it used to be a bedroom down in our little what would you call it, like granny flat. It's downstairs, and there's a little kitchenette down there, so I'm able to just pop out the door and it's right there, and I can wash my gear up. So, and I was a little bit rough, I think, because some of it's very delicate, and some of the pieces kind of bent. So, and I was able to straighten them out. I didn't ruin it completely. So just popping my paste on, it goes on that kind of creamy color. It dries darker, and it's absolutely beautiful. You notice that I did not use the stencil as it was. I wanted to bring the design closer together so it could peek out from either side of my photo, and then I wanted some of that gold paste going on a diagonal up my page, up to the top of my page and down to the bottom. So I thought I will just use the little that little flower and some of the little designs there to, it's almost like splattering on some gold, or where you'd put the sequins or enamel dots. That's the kind of thing I was going for. Now I'm working on my layers, and it's just a bit of tissue paper from my stash, just from the $2 shop, I think I got it. And I also used a 3x4 card that was in the pocket page kit, the one with that pretty light colored purple stripes on the back of it. I can't remember which one that one was called. Actually, it was the back of this paper. So whatever this one is, the back of it has the pretty light purple stripes on it, and I use that as a layer. And then I grabbed this wood veneer, and I wanted to have it so it was peeking out on either side of my photo, sort of like when you punch a border with a punch and you can have it peeking out. That was the effect I was going for with this wood veneer that we got in the kits. When I measured it, the halfway point landed right in the middle of one of the hearts, and I did not want that, so I kind of cut it just past the halfway point. So one is slightly longer than the other, which I don't mind, I just love the look of it peeking out on either side of my photo there. And I'm just fussing about with a few things, deciding what I want to put on my layout and placement and all that stuff, and then I get ready to glue everything down. So I did decide that I wanted a bit of gold in the layers under the photo, and I had this frame, it was the pack of Amy Tan frames that we got in the kits. I had one that was cut up from my Project Live spread, so I popped it under my layers there, and then I did grab another frame and pop a bit of gold on the other side as well. Now I'm working on my title, and because I have those wood veneers and those layers under my photo, I want the word egg to sit on the bottom of my photo, but there is a gap because by the time you get to the photo it's got some height to it. So I just grabbed some foam dots and placed it at the bottom of each letter, just so it wouldn't fall, the letter wouldn't fall off the photo. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So it all sits flush on the page, and then I put the rest of the word right under it. And I know that excited should have like a little dash there in the word, but I don't really mind. Now, because I did use those wood veneer and that my photo was raised up a bit, it created like a pocket. So I grabbed a bit of ephemera, and I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs, I'm so sorry. I grabbed a bit of ephemera, popped one of those Heidi Swap, what do you call them, paper clips to the top, and just tucked it behind the photo. And that will serve as my little journaling spot, as well as the date and all them kind of things, because this is when the Easter Bunny left eggs out for Ava to do an Easter egg hunt. And I did have a photo similar to this in my Project Life spread, but I absolutely love this picture of her holding her little basket. and wanted to scrap it, and this paper was just beautiful to do it. So I did pop those pink resin flowers and some other wood veneer on the page to bring some more pink in and also more of that wood veneer in, and I've slowed down the footage here so you can have a look at how beautiful that gold paste is. And I will have some still photos coming up shortly. Don't forget to check out Kitaholic Kits, the links will be below, and to check out what the other girls have made, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!